Hey there, my name is John Siskovich. I'm the founder and creative director here at Farm Marketing Solutions, and I'm also the big white talking head behind or in front of a old barn door here on YouTube. And occasionally I throw in a B-roll picture and make it look fancy. I have been answering your questions this week, and I got another one from Eva Voss. Eva asks, I'm about to start farming with 150 dual-purpose hens in a mobile system. I found someone to get my grain from, but now I'm wondering how to store it. I need around 2.5 cubic meters of grain in a year, and I can use a floorless shelter, She gives me some of her things. So long story short, how to store a relatively small batches of grain. Thanks in advance and greetings from the Netherlands. I had missed that part when I copied and pasted. This is from the Netherlands. Eva, that is great. So my answer may or may not apply to you, but we're gonna try our best here. That's exciting. This is great. International audience. I get genuinely jazzed about this whole exchange where you're learning from me, I'm learning from you. We have questions and answers. People leave more stuff in the comments below, and we grow as a community because there's more people raising chickens on grass. So back to Eva's question. It's Eva, not Eva, Eva. Sure, 150 dual purpose birds. Make sure if you're doing this for a reason, whether it's meat or eggs, you think long and hard about why you're doing dual purpose. If you're doing dual purpose as a homestead, they're pretty good because those birds are gonna grow slow for meat and they're not gonna produce a lot of eggs. They will do both, but you're not gonna, if you do two things, you're gonna do them both a little more poorly than if you were just concentrating in one avenue or the other. Yes, it fits with the more sustainable back to the land ethos of trying to do more heritage breed birds, but at the end of the day, you gotta make money on this. And if you wanna raise chickens for meat and sell them for meat, get a more productive meat growing bird. If you want a more productive egg layer, or if you're trying to sell eggs and make money at it, get a more productive egg layer that would be available in your area. Having not researched the Netherlands, I don't know what that is. Dual purpose bird, we're talking about storing your feed. There's a couple elements here. You don't want to buy the entire summer's worth of feed all at once, because when that feed sits out, after about 2 weeks, it starts to go stale. And when it goes stale, especially depending on if it's subject to moisture or sunlight, it could develop mycotoxins, which mycotoxins prohibit protein uptake in the small intestine. It's a fungus that gets in there and it's small, like microscopic. You can't see it. You don't really know it's there, but the birds know it's there. And then if you've had feed sitting around all summer long, it's gone through hot highs and lows in temperature, it's been some condensation in the inside of whatever your container is, you could start to see a drop off in the production of your birds based off how you store your feed and how old it is. So the smaller batches you can get, the fresher you can keep the feed, the more productivity you're gonna see out of your birds, which is a great thing if that's what you're going for. Now, storing your feed, you want it in a cool, dry place out of the sun, if you can, out of the moisture if you can. I store my feed in the bags that it comes in, because I get mine in 50-pound bags. I don't get it in bulk. And then I store it in either a shed or a covered hoop house in big white totes, so it's cased in. Putting it in the hoop house, not always the best because it gets really hot in there. I do have a 50% opaque white cover on it, but it does get warm in there in the summer. How I keep it out in the field is that I have black barrels, steel barrels. They used to contain, or they're drums, I guess. They used to contain organic peach syrup, and I got them off Craigslist, which is just a secondhand buy and sell website. I don't know if the Netherlands has a Craigslist, but I got them off of Craigslist. They're steel drums. They have a tight fitting steel lid, and I bring those 50-pound bags out of their cool, dry place. I pour it into the drum, and I can move those drums around the field with my birds. For the broiler chickens that I have in chicken tractors, I put the drum of feed, which holds 325 pounds of feed, on a pallet with anything else that I want to carry. So if I need to drag it or lift it up with the tractor and pick it up and move it, I can do that easily because it weighs a whole bunch of pounds at that point. It's 300 something pounds. With the egg laying coop, I had a mobile egg laying coop, and I built a deck on the side of it. And I would try to face that away from the sun. I would point it north, and I would put a couple of those feed drums on the deck and feed my egg layers from those feed drums, and those drums with the feed on it would move around with the mobile egg laying coop. When it comes time to what you should buy to get started, what are all your infrastructure costs, what are the decisions you have to make in order to get started, especially for birds for meat, I did create the pastured poultry packet number 1. This is the economics of broiler chickens. We go over what the startup costs are, what the startup decisions are, how much money you're gonna spend on stuff. That is available on the store at farmmarketingsolutions.com. You can find the store there, and it has a bunch of cool stuff on it that I spent a lot of time creating. Tomorrow's episode, it is the last one. We're hitting Friday. I love Fridays. We're going to Mika Gentle. Do you only do 1 round of chickens a year? Do you have enough pasture? Is it possible to process 1 round and begin another? I want to use Micah's question to talk about how I do my rotations, how I plan my rotations. I did a video on how to, in general, plan rotations. I want to talk about maximizing the productivity for me on my farm and how I balance things and what lessons I've learned throughout the year. We're going to talk about that tomorrow's episode. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel, but you already know that, kind of insinuated it there with the stay tuned till tomorrow. But yeah, having fun with these Ask Me Anything questions. It's easy to shoot in my basement. I enjoy it. And until next time, you guys have a great day, and I will see you out in the field.